Hey guys, Deku Link here, and today guys I wanted to pretty much talk about investing in Magic the Gathering. And so Magic the Gathering is one of my three investments that I make. I stick to Pokemon, Magic, and Legend of Zelda in general. I'll buy something, a token item of something else, the mask, or as far as that Jim Carrey movie, maybe a couple old Beatles albums, a Prince album, or something like that, a Doors t-shirt from some concert 50 years ago. But basically I like to stick to those three. And so Magic is pretty much the most secure of these three investments. I believe it has, in general, a low risk, low return kind of aspect to it. Of course, one big thing is that Magic is a extremely large product. Its market is nothing near the Pokemon or the Legend of Zelda market. It's bigger in card status than the Pokemon trading card game, but the Pokemon toys and all that, the games and all that together are very large. So Magic is a great thing. It's just I don't believe Black Lotus is going to zero, Mox's dual lands and all that. I believe it's very safe. Now inside of Magic, you pretty much have you have several categories, but two large categories is sealed and unsealed, and basically unsealed is singles. And so I prefer sealed. It's just higher commoditization, fungibility. It's something you have the gambler's premium. You pretty much is something that just has a strong nostalgia feel, nostalgia premium also. So let's say assume you have $10,000 to buy Magic stuff. You can buy sealed or single. If you buy sealed, it's easier to sell. It's easier to move. You don't have to. You're selling a whole lot of cards. So let's say you buy a box of Tempest and you wanted to sell the proceeds of that, the singles. You're going to have a much harder time selling the singles. You'll sell a couple fast, a couple later on, a couple in a year. You'll be left with a bunch of them ultimately. You won't recoup as much of your investment. But if you keep it sealed, it'll sell a lot quicker. It'll sell at one time, and it's just a lot easier transaction. Of course, it's just an ease of transaction premium over sealed. You have a usually again you have that nostalgia, just opening up a box, that gambler premium also to help boost up the price of that. Of course, usually something called the expected value of opening up a box is about half of what the sealed box is worth. So if you open up a box, you can expect to get about half of its value if you were to sell it sealed. And so I prefer sealed stuff in general. Uh, Namely, my favorite thing is just the ease of transaction. Even though you have a higher premium due to the aspects I just named, it's just so nice just to wash your hands and get rid of this box in one foul swoop instead of messaging 20 people on eBay, having to haggle the price at a flea market, meeting up with somebody on Craigslist for just a piece by piece by piece by piece. It's just so nice just to get rid of it in one instance. And of course, there's just a real formal, real nice feeling of buying sealed products too. You know exactly what you're getting. It's easy to trade, easy to hold. The price is consistent whether you go from one area to the next. It's just the premium of ease of transaction. Now, singles, I do like singles. One of the particular markets that I do prefer singles over sealed in for investing. Again, set on the selling side, I always prefer selling sealed. But on older cards, I believe the single market, in particular the Power 9, is very undervalued. Picking singles allows you to take advantage of stuff like this. If you were to buy sealed, you have no say so in the particular cards that you can kind of bet on for the set, unless it's a set like Alliances, which is largely driven by one card's price, which is Force of Will. But if you were to think in the price of Force of Will is to go up, it still is much better to buy single Force of Wills than just a whole box of Alliances. And so singles allows you to get kind of a very pinpoint, very sniper type of investing. And so I like single cards for that aspect. Again, I think both are needed. You know, just don't only buy sealed or only buy singles. And these are two things of investing in Magic the Gathering. Now, a couple single markets that I believe are undervalued to today, which is April 30th, 2017. The Power 9 is undervalued, of course. Uh, Everything from Lotus to Mox's, Time Twister, Time Walk, Ancestral Recall, all of them are. I believe that dual lands are undervalued. I believe that many eternal staples are undervalued. Force of Will, a lot of alpha and beta, high grade cards are undervalued, and I believe that that's a great opportunity for singles market for people to go in and scoop those up. You know, stuff like everything from nostalgia items such as Land War Elves, Birds of Paradise, Fireball, Lightning Bolt, everything, Savannah Lions, to utility cards such as, again, the Power 9, cards that you will actually use, you know, to play in games. You know, you're not going to use Savannah Lions in a Type 1 tournament anymore, a vintage tournament. You're not going to really use Birds of Paradise either. So those cards, while they don't see any real play, they still just have a nostalgia feature to them, which boasts up their price. And I believe both of those factors are underappreciated in the older cards. In the mid-tier market, I don't see too much opportunity as far as talking chronologically. In the new stuff, I do see a lot of chances to buy new sealed product, keep it sealed in the case or the box, and just throw it in your closet and leave it there for 10 years. I see a great opportunity in that. And a lot of the singles of today, I see, of course, real estate. The land is always the best option. Artifacts are great too. I see many of the mirrored and block, even Call Me Gawa block. There's singles throughout those that need to be appreciated. Around the 2003 to the 2006 era, there was a lower circulation, and there's plenty of singles from there. And so that's pretty much it for this. I'm going to go deeper into detail about where to invest in Magic. Particular cards I think will do well, particular sets, particular products, categories, all this stuff I will talk about. So thank you guys. If y'all have any videos y'all would like me to make, leave a comment telling me so. And y'all have a great day. Thank you. This is Deku Link. Bye bye.